and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Natasha Kirchak here with ILTV's Morning Briefing.
This is not a good week for the wife of Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. SARA Netanyahu has now taken a lie detector test ahead of her indictment for diverting public funds for her private use, which is expected to take place in the coming days. The Israeli First Lady actually initiated the private test on her own in order to prove her version of events, and the Tal Polygraph Center says SARA was found to be telling the truth. But lie detector tests aren't admissible in Israeli courts and can only be used as an indication of events. Attorney General Avichai Mandelblit is expected to announce SARA's indictment sometime over the next 2 weeks. Mrs. Netanyahu is suspected of improper behavior and misuse of state funds, including falsifying documents, breach of trust, and receiving goods under false pretenses. Netanyahu's lawyer has called the allegations against her part of an overall, quote, persecution of the Netanyahu family. It looks like the United States is under fire, this time from the Lebanese terror organization Hezbollah. The group is accusing US-led forces of stranding a convoy of Islamic State fighters and civilians in the middle of Syria. The convoy was supposed to be headed for Syria's Deir ez-Zor province under an evacuation deal from the Lebanese frontier. All is part of another deal that had been brokered between Hezbollah and ISIS. Well, it seems like that isn't happening anytime soon, since a US-led coalition has been pounding the road to Deir ez-Zor with airstrikes. The American forces and the Iraqi government are furiously criticizing the deal, saying it's unacceptable for jihadists to be transported to the border with Iraq. The convoy is carrying hundreds of Islamic State fighters, as well as civilians. Another 21,000 people have been ordered to leave their homes in Germany following the discovery of yet another major bomb from World War II. Just last week, over 50,000 people were evacuated from Frankfurt when a massive so-called blockbuster ordnance was discovered during construction work near the Goethe University. Now, specialists are trying to defuse an over 1,000-pound American bomb that was found in the western city of Koblenz. That means a whopping 81,000 people have had to evacuate their communities over the course of the last week. It's been 72 years since World War II ended, but clearly its remnants remain a threat. For the first time in history, an Israeli gymnast has taken home a medal in the World Gymnastics Championships. The Noy Ashram finished third in the all-around competition, becoming the first Israeli to win a medal in that category. The sport includes hoops, clubs, balls, and ribbons. Before her major win, the highest an Israeli had ever finished was in 7th place at the 2015 World Championships. 18-year-old Ashram hails from Rishon LeZion and will most likely be heading to the Olympics in 2020 for Israel. Fuck. 3, 2, 1. 18-year-old Ashram hails from Rishon LeZion and will most likely be heading to the Olympics in 2020, with hopes of scoring yet another medal for Israel. For now, though, she said she's just gonna focus on her latest victory. It's been a tough weekend for Israeli basketball fans because the beloved former NBA star AMAR'E STOUDEMIRE has just announced his official retirement from Israeli basketball. STOUDEMIRE led his Hapoel Jerusalem team to a national championship this season, and his team even reached the semifinals of the Euro Cup. But it looks like those were the final accomplishments the basketball star needed to finally decide to retire. STOUDEMIRE made the announcement on social media saying, "My intentions were to help this team from this holy city of Jerusalem to win the second championship in franchise history. I feel it's my time now to return to the shareholders' position to make this team even better." Those words from a man who will be turning just 35 years old in 2 months from now. STOUDEMIRE is a 6-time NBA All-Star who played for the New York Knicks, the Phoenix Suns, and most recently the Miami Heat. He immigrated to Israel just last year, so it's safe to say he will forever remain a champion in the eye of Israelis.
That's all for now. I'm Natasha Kirchak, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.